Today I will tell you all of the projects, okay? Don't worry. So I will cover up the topic today, types of projects. Just give me 2 minutes, okay? Just give me 2 minutes. I will give you the overall idea what kind of projects you will have to handle in real time, and what are the roles and responsibilities that you have to carry out in real time. So those topics I will cover in a couple of minutes.
Okay. And the second question was, sir, S4 HANA Finance, Simple Finance and Central Finance.
Yeah.
All they are same or it's different?
No. See, Central Finance the little bit advanced version, just like for data replication, and Central Finance should be used. This is one kind of advanced tool. Okay. This is new version. Earlier, S4 HANA simple version, Simple Finance. After that, it became S4 HANA Finance. Now it is going to be S4 Central Finance.
Okay, that means FICO, then S4 HANA Finance and Simple Finance.
Yes,
all same. Correct.
This is just like old, latest. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, guys, let's start the session. So my sincere request to everyone. So please do not stop the recording option. I already started. Okay, don't do it from your side. Just keep it as it is. There is no action. There is no need to click on any button in this Skype. Okay. So because if you do like that, other people will get inconvenience, and your video will be drastically split it into two parts. So that is the main challenge here. So I have control, right? So please do not record the session. That is a main request from my side. So during the session, if you have any questions or anything you want to discuss, okay, so you can ask me end of the session. Please do not stop me in the middle, and we will give you Q&A. Okay, so in the last, you can ask in that time. Okay. See, today one person from your group asked me about types of projects in SAP, what kind of projects that we need to deal in SAP. What's your name? What's your name?
Sir, Partha Sarathi Mohanty.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Kolkata.
Kolkata, right, great. Okay, see, today as per Mohanty request, I'm explaining the types of projects, okay, because it is also part of the training, and generally we will explain this topic after 3 days, but I will explain today only, and tomorrow is the Sunday, right? So Monday onwards we have continuous classes. So and in the chat box we will notify every time. So class timings and the details. So the class timing should be always 8:30 p.m. Okay. So if class is if class is not there, then we will put in the chat box. Okay. All time you need to be more alert, and you need to look out. So whether today's session is there or not, and also we will share you some documentation in the chat box only. So everyone should be alert and read out the documents. Okay. And last session we explained about SAP demo, right? FICO and S4 HANA demo. This is the completely basic level that we explained, and day by day, so we will increase our standards. Okay, so we will go in depth day by day. But I cannot directly move the topics like active methodologies and SAP methodologies and other methodologies which are recommended by SAP and client. So those details will be discussed one by one. Okay, I cannot directly move to depth in the initial stages. Okay, one by one I will move, and after that we will going to work on the system. Okay, so in the system also we will tell you basic things like how to update the system and all, and then what are the T codes tables. So those details explained first, and then we will move to the remaining topics. Okay, today is just like types of projects. Okay, so how many types of projects we have, and what is our role in real time, and which kind of projects we need to deal. So those details I'm going to tell you right now. So, and again I'm requesting everyone, please do not stop the recording option, because other people will suffer because of you. and don't touch any button in the Skype. Okay, once after 3 or 4 days, so everyone will be will be going to learn how to operate the Skype. So most of the people are here completely newbies to operate the Skype system. So that is the reason. So initial stage we will face some technical challenges or glitches, and after that we don't have any issues. Okay. And this is only the second class. The first class I have given only just like basic, like what is FI and the CO and what is ECC and all. So right now, this is also important for you. So if you are the consultant, right? You want to know what kind of projects I need to work in real time, and which kind of projects the companies will get to me, and how to handle those stuff and all. So today I will give you glance. Okay, right. Let's start this session. So this is the question that types of projects in SAP. In real time, what kind of projects that we need to handle, and most probably which kind of projects that are commonly we will be recruited for. So this kind of things very vital, and those things we need to learn first. So that is the reason I just picked out this concept. So first of all, so types of projects. So here I'm going to tell you what kind of projects we have. Implementation project, rollout projects, upgrade projects, questions. Okay, and mergers and acquisitions. Okay, see here I just specified some of the important projects that we have in SAP. So you may be part of all these projects in real time. Okay, the first project is implementation project, and the support project, and third one is a rollout project, and fourth one is upgrade project, and fifth one is conversions, and sixth one is mergers and acquisition. So these are all topics that I'm going to explain right now. So I will give you the complete insights regarding these areas, like what kind of projects we have, and in real time. So you will have to deal all these projects. Okay. So these are 6 projects, maybe many more, but the thing is, we will discuss only these 6 projects right now. Okay, and these 6 projects generally you will come across once you get any project from the client. Majority of cases you will find implementation project specifically. See, what is implementation? Anyone tell me what is implementation? If you have any idea on this implementation, you can explain. I will add some more points. So what exactly meant by implementation? Okay, let's make this discussion more active. So if you have anything you know about the implementation, then you can come out from the mute and say something on this.
If anybody want to move to SAP, consultant will go and implement the SAP. That is implementation project.
Okay. Okay. Next.
A planned action should be converted into actions. A planned activities are converted into actions.
Okay. Next.
When we talk about this implementation project, it is nothing but when any organization or any company use for the first time this SAP.
Exactly.
It's SAP in the real time, that is called implementation project.
Okay. And next, anyone? Okay, let me explain this concept right now. See, basically what is implementation project? So this is a client. So client never used SAP earlier. Okay. So client means we will be recruited from the consulting companies. Okay, for the client. So to handle the client, right? So generally you will get a call from the Deloitte, okay, and IBM, okay, and HCL, Capgemini, like that. So these are all consulting companies. Okay, so consulting companies will recruit the consultants and they will deploy to their respective clients. So in client location, you will have to work, right? So what kind of projects we have in real time? So implementation project. This is one of the important projects that you need to handle. So in implementation also there are different kind of types will be there. Okay. So in this also there are testing projects, okay, and enhancement projects, and some kind of like a DME project, IDOC project. So basically, so end to end means so you will have to participate in all phases of implementation. But so how the phases things will come? So for implementation, so generally there are two methodologies has been recommended by SAP. Okay, so has been recommended by SAP for ECC version and S4 HANA version. So if you are using ECC version, then for the implementation projects, SAP methodology should be comes into picture. Is only for ECC projects. So this was recommended by SAP itself. Okay, and for S4 HANA projects, you can see active methodology. This is the replacement of SAP methodology. Okay, so ECC versions, for all ECC versions, generally SAP has strongly recommended this methodology, but it is the client choice whether they will pick other methodologies also, like waterfall methodology, agile methodology, and other methodologies also there, and the client will pick their customized own methodology also. Okay, see, these are all methodologies are there. Okay, specifically for the implementation projects, for S4 HANA projects, there is activate methodology. This is one methodology is there, so you can apply for system conversions. Okay, system conversion is one kind of a project. Like if you want to convert from ECC to S4 HANA, there's then that case also this active methodology this should be recommended, and the landscape transformation. Okay, so that case also this activate method, this methodology is. And if a project is completely new, okay, if project is completely new, the client wants to migrate to SAP S4 HANA. So okay, so if the project is completely new, that means he never used SAP earlier. The client never used SAP earlier. So that case, he wants to move from non-SAP to other ERP. So then we can call it as implementation projects. Okay, so implementation project is just like a completely new projects are. Some of the companies will be completely new, like startup companies also can use can use SAP, right? So for startup companies, there is no data, there is no profit and loss account, no GL, APR balance, no data. So right, that case, also implementation project should be comes into picture. And some other cases like client has already data and now he want to migrate to SAP side. So then that case, this project is also called as an implementation project, but it is completely non-ERP. So client has data in Tally. Now he want to move to SAP. That case, implementation project should be comes into picture. Okay. So for specifically ECC, this is for old version, right? So this old version SAP methodology is recommended. For S4 HANA, active methodology is recommended. So these are all methodologies also there for implementation. Okay, so going forward, we will learn what exactly SAP methodology and activate methodology and waterfall methodology and agile methodology also there. Okay, so many methodologies will be there for the implementation of SAP projects, but for S4 HANA projects, generally activate methodology should be recommended. For ECC versions, generally SAP methodology should be recommended. Okay, so this is the basic the view regarding the projects. So in real time, what kind of projects you will get? So you may get S4 HANA projects. Okay, if your client is using S4 HANA system, then so you will be how to part of the activate methodology. and there are some phases will be there in the activate methodology, and SAP methodology some phases are there. So waterfall methodology phases are there, and brown agile methodology has some phases are there. So and waves also there, and user stories. So many things will be there for implementation. So I will give you the some important areas like how to implement in real time in the next classes. Okay, this is the basis class. So I just want to give you insights regarding what kind of projects we have in the system, right? So this is the implementation means whenever the client wants to implement SAP first time, he never used SAP earlier. So then that case, implementation project should be comes into picture. Okay, so no doubt at all. And support for ECC version, generally SAP methodology should be recommended. So methodology means guidance. Okay, so methodology means guidance. Guidance means how to implement the guidance, how to implement, and what basis we are implementing into the system. So those are recommendations, suggestions will be given in the methodologies. Based on suggestions and recommendations, we can also apply into our system. Okay, and SAP has given all the methodologies what SAP has recommended, that we can see in the SAP site also. Okay, so like entire activate methodology how to implement that has given by SAP in their own sites. Okay, own website. So entire details we can see over there, and what kind of phases will be there, and how to implement, and all those are all stuff that we can get it in the directly SAP site also. Okay, so this is the basic view, like what kind of projects we have, and what methodologies we have to implement the SAP system. So if a client has already data, okay, client has already data, but in the non-SAP system, he never used SAP earlier. Now he want to switch into SAP side. So that case, what kind of methodology will be recommended? So SAP has recommended this methodology, but it is the client choice. So they can also use a brownfield methodology, waterfall, and agile based on the requirement, and based on the business requirement, based on the client, based on the suggestions by SAP and others experts. So they will pick the one kind of customized one also, and one kind of SAP methodology like recommended by SAP. Okay, SAP methodology or active methodology. So most probably we will have to learn these two areas. Okay, these 2 years we need to learn. After 2020 onwards, we don't use a SAP methodology, because after 2020, from 2020 onwards, you can put in a resume active methodology only, no SAP methodology. There is no projects for ECC versions for implementation specifically. Okay, for implementation projects, there is no ECC is recommended after 2020 onwards. Okay, you can put you on a resume, so like only active methodology things only, not SAP methodology, because after 2020 onwards, active methodology is going on almost all of the projects, real-time projects, particularly for S4 HANA projects in active methodology and other customized methodologies. Okay, not in ECC methodology. ECC is only for ECC version. Sorry, SAP methodology is only for ECC version. Okay. So, and why we need to learn ECC? Why we need to learn ECC? Because almost 60 to 70% projects in ECC version, these are completely support projects. Okay, still we have 60% of projects in ECC version only, and these are almost support project, and some of the projects are rollout projects also there. So that is the reason. So we need to adjust both like FI and CO, and as well as S4 HANA finance also. S4 HANA finance also. Okay, so we need to learn the both the stuff. Okay, without learning these things, so we will lose one single opportunity in ECC version also and S4 HANA version. So because if you are moving to if you are applying for any jobs, so then definitely the interview will ask you questions on the S4 HANA, and if you are well aware about S4 HANA, and they will ask you about ECC version also. So that is the reason. So if you have ECC version, they will ask you S4 HANA version. Okay, so we need to adjust the both things in market. We have opportunities in both sides. Okay, ECC and S4 HANA sides, but almost all of the implementation projects in active methodology is S4 HANA only. Okay, that is the reason we need to cover FICO with S4 HANA. So without learning SAP FICO, we cannot directly move to S4 HANA. Of course, some of the people already taken training and they have knowledge on SAP side, so we will ignore, because So as a fresher, we need to explain. So because you are almost all of the freshers are newbies to SAP, right? So we will focus more on those points. And already almost they have taken training from any other institution and they already prepared for ECC version. Now you are ready for S4 HANA. So our training is not recommended because so we will discuss those topics in the after 40 days sessions once the ECC version is ended up. And initially we will cover the differences also, like what we have in ECC and what we have in S4 HANA, like today how we are explaining, right? So that way we will continue. Okay. So and S4 HANA is the active methodology and waterfall. These are all methodologies we have in implementation. If client want to start implementation first time, he never used SAP earlier. Okay, and there are the second case. They have already data in the Excel sheet or some other Oracle, some other where. Okay, but not in ERP. So that case also implementation project should be comes into picture. Okay, this is just like implementation. And some of the methodologies has been recommended by SAP regarding how to implement and also phase also recommended. So based on that guidance and methodologies, so we can apply the same into the system. Okay, and we can do it based on the SAP suggestions, recommendations, or sometimes client also pick some customized solutions also, customized methodology also. So based on the client requirements, we need to do in the system. This is the overview regarding the implementation projects. And regarding the support project, so in real time, most probably you will get this kind of projects because almost all of the projects are occupied in support only. Okay, so support projects you will find 60 to 70% in real time. Okay, so because the client has already using SAP for the last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years also, 30, 40 years also, support project is required. So and IT team is required. If the implementation project is completed, then the next step is support project. So support means you will have to support the end users based on the priority and severity in real time. So you will work in support project based on the priority and severity. So severity based on the priority and severity. So tickets based you need to work in real time. So initially there are some kind of ticketing tools will be there. Okay, so DMC remedy. Okay, DMC remedy and DMC remedy service. Now service now is the famous one. Okay, and the solution manager. This is SAP is recommended support tool, supporting tool, ticketing tool. Okay, so like that there are some so many ticketing tools will be there. So working with the ticketing tool is same as like any other ticketing tools. There is nothing different that we can see particularly. So ticketing tool generally, so users need to raise the tickets first. So if user is getting any kind of error, so for example, so once implementation project has been done, and then users will start working on the system. And that case, sometimes what happens, user will face the errors. Okay, user will face errors. So as a FICO consultant or S4 HANA consultant, we will have to resolve the errors. So we need to resolve the errors based on the priority and severity. Okay, and users generally raise the ticket from the ticketing tool only. Okay, so or some other teams will be there to raise tickets instead of the user. Okay, so on the behalf of user, some L1 team will be there, so they will take care the raising the tickets. Okay, so I will tell you that concept, but just today I'm giving you overall idea what kind of projects we have in real time. And what kind of ticketing tools here I just mentioned only 3, but in real time, so many other ticketing tools and customized ticketing tools also will be there. Customized means client recommended ticketing tools also there. For the time being, I will give you overall idea service now in the next classes, because this is the general ticketing tool. So every time we will use this one. Okay, so majority of you will find this kind of ticketing tool. So if you are into support project, you will have to resolve the tickets. So based on the tickets, you need to work on it. So like tickets can be classified as P1 ticket, ticket, P3 ticket, P4 ticket. This can be classified P1 ticket. P1 is the high priority tickets. So P2 is also high priority. Okay, medium priority. So this is a low priority. So in real time, particularly for the support projects, so this kind of ticketing tools, so like DMC Remedy and ServiceNow Solution Manager, you can find. So like that here, so some of the tickets like P1, P2, P3, P4 ticket also come. Okay, so majority of cases, so you will have to work the P3 and P4 tickets specifically. So all time this kind of tickets you will see. P1 and P2 is very exceptional cases like month ending cases, month ending, year ending. Okay, and the user has more urgent to provide the reports. So any based on the urgent and severity, tickets can be created in the ticketing tool. Okay, so you may face all the kind of ticketing in the real time. Okay, so particularly majority of case you will see P3 and P4 tickets. So every ticket has a time duration. So during that time you need to resolve. Okay, so P1 ticket duration may be 2 hours. It depends upon the client whether it may be 3 hours, 1 hour also depends upon the client. Okay, and this is 6 hours. So the time may be vary. It's not same, but you can say to the interviewer. So this is a P1 ticket, the time duration 2 hours, 6 hours, and P3 is for 3 days, and P4 is 4 days. Like that you can explain to the interviewer. Got it? So this is all basic view regarding the support project, and this is called as a resolution time, and also we have a response time. So response means if user has raised any ticket, we need to respond to that ticket. Okay, if you are not responding, that means the user will escalate in real time. Okay, because user raised P1 ticket, the time duration is only 2 hours. Within the 2 hours you need to resolve the ticket. Okay, in that case the first thing is if user raise the ticket and he come to know who is working on this ticket from FICO side. Okay, so in that case first of all, once the ticket has been come to your queue in the ticketing tool, first you need to understand what kind of ticket it is. Okay, and what kind of error it is, what kind of analysis that you have made. Okay, these are all things to factor in real time. Today's session is just like I'm giving a overview, but this is not a final class. Okay, in the next classes I will give you complete picture, but so today you guys know I'm asking one guy about all the support projects. Okay, that's the reason I'm giving the basic view to get the knowledge, but in coming classes I will give you the complete clear picture like what is resolution time and what is response time and what kind of tickets will come in real time and the types of errors. Okay, those are all things I will explain. But right now I cannot go directly into depth mode because if I explain in depth, most of the people don't aware what I am discussing. Okay, that is the reason we need to consider all of the fresher students and the people also coming from the villages. They don't aware English communication proper skills. That is the reason. So I'm just giving you overall idea, but in the coming classes we are going in very depth. Okay. Okay, see, this is just like a P1 ticket, P2 ticket, P3 and P4 ticket. They have some resolution time and response time also there. So if user raise any ticket, it directly hit your ticketing tool first. It directly hit your ticketing tool first, and then so in the ticketing tool, so there is options will be there. So assigned means so you see who is going to assign this ticket, you or your colleague or any of your team member. It's because it's come to SAP FICO queue. Okay, so any one person should assign this ticket within the 15 minutes of time. Some companies companies have a response time limit also there. This is response time. If ticket has been come to your queue, then you will have to assign this ticket within the 15 minutes for P1 and P2, and for P3, P4 it will be P3 30 minutes and P4. So within the 30 minutes, user come to know who is working on this. If user doesn't know who is working on this, what happened? He need to escalate the ticket. Then so who is completely responsible for this ticket? That person need to answer why he is not assigned this ticket with his name or team name or whoever responsible for that. So entire team will be stand in front of project manager because the user will escalate. So this is like a breach. So ticket breach. If ticket is breached, then see like 90, there may be 100 out of 100, 90% is breached. So that case, so you need your consulting company need to pay penalty to the client. Okay, so ticket should not be breached at any cost. So that is the reason if you are into support project, you need to be more alert on every time. So even if you are going for lunch, so you can arrange one more person to assign the tickets. Okay, so if ticket is breached, that means definitely it will impact on the your job else. So ticket should not be breached at any cost, and you need to be more alert every time. So this is the basic view regarding the support project, and in real time, so there so many errors will come. Okay, so many errors, and based on the errors we need to work. So like based on the errors, so we need to work in servers also. There are different we have different kind of servers. Okay, so development server, sandbox server, quality server, pre-production, production. Other servers will servers also there. I will tell you that concept in the next classes. So for the time being, just understand that what is the session is. Okay, what is the today's session is. This is all about the basic insights regarding the support project. If you are in the support project, definitely work on the tickets. So based on the priority and severity, you will have to resolve the tickets. So in real time, so your company client has a ticketing tool, and in the ticketing tool, the first thing is you need to assign the ticket with your name or colleague name. Then you can interact with the user. Then you can resolve the issue. Okay, first thing is assign the ticket with your name, and then interact the user and understand the issue, analyze the issue, and provide the solution. Okay, and once the ticket has been once you have provided solution to the particular ticket, you need to close the ticket with confirmation of the user. That is very important. If user confirmation is not there, definitely so auditor will check that issue, check the ticket, and they will escalate. So for auditor point of view, so we need to give the conclusions and also resolution work codes, and also we need to give user confirmation details and attachments, mails, and etc. in the particular ticket. If you are not providing any evidence to particular ticket, you just closed. So then it will be it will be audited very soon, so that the auditor will escalate. Okay, so auditor escalation is very danger. Okay, that is the reason this is a very important thing that, so if you are into support project, you need to be more alert, and there is response time is there, and also resolution time is there. Every time you need to be more active on your work, and every time so you need to learn the things from your colleagues and your senior members, whoever is there, and also it is your duty to understand the client requirement, and your understanding is not meet the client requirement, definitely you will not resolve the ticket. The first thing is, once you interact with the client users, so you should have some pre-analysis what kind of ticket exactly, because user will raise the ticket, and in that ticket they also provided so what kind of error he is facing. Okay, so and based on those details, so you need to make some pre-analysis and then connect to the user and then resolve the issue. Okay, so I will tell you these are all things how it is happen in the next sessions. Okay, first of all, I'm just giving you overall idea like terminology, etc. Those points are very important. I expect everyone should present it in the next classes, because I will share you one document to you once our main sessions are completed, like project related questions are completed, project related aspects are completed, then you will have to present it here. Okay, so you will have to present it those things over here. Everyone should present it. Okay, so in our classes, definitely we encourage the presentations. Based on the presentation only you will select. If your presentation is not good, then we have interaction group also there. After end of the sessions, we have interaction group, that is 30-day sessions, where so we will assign you some work to you. So based on that, you will have to work. You will have to present it. So without presentation, without communication, delivery, so we cannot survive in real time. So that is the reason everyone should focus on the communication skills and subject, and everyone should demonstrate. So without demonstration, so it would be very difficult to crack the interview because the interviewer expectation is different, and your expectation is different. Your expectation is salary, but if you want that salary, that 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, what you are expecting, you need to meet the client expectations also. Okay. And so third project, it could be rollout project. Rollout means already it's not an implementation, but mini implementation. It is just like a mini implementation. So this kind of projects also you can see many companies. See, rollout means already implementation has been completed for one company codes. For respect to company codes, already implementation done. And some companies, what happened? So they want to extend their business into different geographicals and region wise. So that case, rollout project should be comes into picture, because we all times starting implementation for all the company codes, that is cost effective to the company. Okay. See, we don't start again and again implementations. Okay. If you want to explore, if you want to extend your business into different geographical and region wise, there is no need to do implementation and again. Okay. So there is no need to do it implementation again and again, because already implementation completed. Okay. And you just want to extend your business into other countries, regions also. That case, so you need to copy the copy the settings, like whatever the configurations you have done for the respective implementation projects, the same settings you need to copy to the existing company code which you want to continue. Okay. It is just like copying the relevant stuff and similar stuff. Okay. And which is required only. So we should not copy entire stuff. Whichever is required, whichever is meet the business requirement from other company code, only those things should be copied, and we will do the configuration part as the implementation what we have done. Like that we need to complete. So this kind of project you will see 6 months, 8 months projects also there. This is just like rollout projects, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months. Within 10 months it may be a project. Depends upon the size of the business. Okay, so the project may be classified. Okay, for implementation projects, generally for ECC version, active methodology, time duration should be more, 18 months, 16 months, 14 months, 10 months, like that, 12 months. So based upon the size of the business, based upon the company codes and size of the business, so the project duration should be set up in the initial stages. So that concept I will explain tomorrow, like how the project should be picked up, and as a FIC you are S4HANA consultant, what is your duty and which phase you have involved. Okay, and what kind of blueprints you need to prepare, and what kind of configurations you will have to do, and what kind of testing activities you need to perform from your side. Those are all stuff I will explain one by one. But so today topic is completely relevant, because that is because I'm explaining this concept today. So this is a rollout project. Rollout means already implementation has been done. So implementation, just like mini implementation, it's implementation already done. Okay. Now business wants to explore or extend their business into different geographical and region wise. Okay. For example, so I have done implementation in USA. So USA is the already one company code is there. USA implementation is done. Okay. Now I want to implement in India also to extend my business. Okay. So that case, whatever the business requirement meet are similar with the business requirement, so only those settings should be copied. That is called as a rollout projects. Okay. So you will find this kind of projects in real time, rollouts. Okay. So this is the way we can understand the projects. And what is upgrade projects? Upgrade means so elders will say, so please upgrade your skill set. So whatever the skill set you have, that is not sufficient to meet the outside environment. So we need to extend our knowledge, and we need to get it more from different sources. Okay. So like that, system sometime what happen, upgrade things also happen, right? So like if you are into old version, so yeah, and like if you are in 4G, so you want to convert to 5G version, so then what happened, we need to upgrade our software. Okay, So then only you can migrate to that 5G, right? So without updating softwares or patches or anything, so we cannot directly to get that service. Okay. So like that here, so client is in already ECC version. Okay. So client using ECC version. Okay, now you want to move to S4HANA, any one project. So that case, upgrade project should be comes in the old to latest, any kind of version you can say. ECC 6.0 to S4HANA 2020 or S4HANA 1909. Okay, 2021. So if you are moving old version 1509 to 202 version in S4HANA also, that kind of projects is SAP to SAP. Okay, SAP to SAP. So that is the upgrade projects. So you need to upgrade the entire version. Okay, and whatever the data in ECC, the same should be migrated to S4HANA also. And ECC version should be switch off, and S4HANA should be switch on. Okay, so this kind of projects also there in real time. Okay, and some of the projects like enhancement projects, okay, and testing projects. So those are all the part of implementation. I will cover those topics in the coming classes. So we have one important topic in is there TICIF concept, WRICF. This is completely technical aspect. TICIF objects. We will cover up those areas also. Okay, and this is like upgrade project. And conversion means, so client is using Oracle. So you want to convert entire data from Oracle to convert the data from Oracle to SAP. That means client has already data, but it is not in it is in ERP system. So Oracle is one kind of ERP. Our client is using QuickBooks. Now he want to convert to SAP. Now our client is using Microsoft Dynamics. He want to convert to SAP. So that kind of projects is a conversion. This is ERP to ERP. Okay. This is just like ERP to ERP. Okay. So this kind of projects you will see in real time also, conversion projects. And majority of upgrade projects you may face because nowadays what happens, so all companies are migrating from ECC to S4HANA. So all the conversion projects also comes into picture. Okay, so sorry, all the upgrade projects should be comes into picture. Conversion is just like Oracle to SAP or other ERP to SAP. If you want to convert, then conversion project should be comes into picture. And also you can see mergers and acquisitions. One company wants to merge with another company. Okay, so like our one company take over entire operations of the another company. So that case, mergers and acquisition project should be comes into picture. Like so Tata is the company. So he is Tata company is already using SAP, and so earlier, so and Reliance company is there. So some of the Reliance company, entire Reliance company operations will be taken over by Tata. So that case, so Reliance maybe use a different landscape, different servers, or maybe it is in Oracle, some other tools also, or in the SAP also. So that case, we can say my mergers project should be comes into picture. One company take over entire operations of the another company, or one company is merged with the another company. It is formed as a two companies. So that is also we can say mergers and acquisition projects. So these are all basic insights regarding the types of projects in SAP. Okay, again I will try to explain for 10 minutes for recapping. So here today I explained about types of projects in SAP. Okay, so list of the projects I also mentioned over here. First one is implementation, second one is support, and third one is rollout, and fourth one is upgrade, conversions, and mergers. Okay. So and apart from this, so many other projects and mini projects also there for 6 months, 3 months, 4 months like that. But anyhow, these are all called as a projects. Okay, and project means see for a learning perspective, we can say these projects, but in real time, and some DME project, DME implementation. This is one kind of IDOC implementation. This is one kind of implementation project. Asset implementation. Some of the parts Okay, many projects, 3 months, 4 months, withholding tax implementation, GST implementation, enhancement project, development project, many things will be there in real time. But the general perspective for the general idea, so I am giving overall idea what kind of projects we have in real time. Okay, so this is just like you can see implementation project. So if you are using implementation, so like if you are doing implementation, these are all methodologies there, like ECC sub methodology, S4HANA active methodology, waterfall methodology, brownfield methodology, agile methodology. The client pick any methodology based upon the requirement and based upon the SAP suggestions also. So they will pick it. Okay. So implementation project means the complete project is in a non-SAP other ER. No, it's not in ERP like any Excel sheet or any other non-ERP system. So source system, non-ERP system is called as a source. Okay. So and so client wants to migrate from Tally to SAP. Okay, so our completely new project. That is means client is already what we call the startup business. Okay, that case we need to start from the scratch. So end-to-end implementation. So all these methodologies, any one methodology should be pick it out. Okay. Support means you will have to resolve the tickets based on the priority and the severity. So tickets can be classified as a P1 ticket, P2 ticket, P3 and P4. The duration, resolution time is also mentioned over here. Okay, so and some of the ticketing tools also there in real time. Okay, so these kind of projects you will see in real time. And so support project means you need to satisfy the customer requirement. So you need to satisfy the customer, because so user is facing issues. Okay, real time issues. You need to resolve the tickets. So tickets can be P1, P2, P3, P4. Resolution time and response time is also there. So based on the SLA, this is called as SLA, service level agreement. This is SLA, service level agreement. So based on the SLA, we need to resolve the tickets. Okay, SLA should be not disclosed to anyone in real time. Okay, because this is confidential. Rollout means is one kind of mini implementation. Already respective company codes have implementation is done, but you want to extend your business into different geographical and region wise. So that case, so rollout project should be comes into picture. Okay, and this is just like you need to copying the existing or suitable functionality which are fit for your requirement. Only those settings need to copy, and this is one kind of mini projects. And what you have done in implementation, the same also need to do it in this also. Upgrade the projects. This is just like client using ECC version. Now he want to upgrade ECC to S4HANA. That kind of projects is also called as upgrade projects. Okay, conversion means conversion means you want to convert from Oracle to SAP, or else from JD Edwards to SAP, or else Microsoft to SAP. So those kind of things also comes into the conversion projects. Mergers and acquisition means one company wants to merge with another company, or acquiring the entire operations of the another company. Okay, and formed as a one company, or merge with one company and formed as a two companies. So those things will comes into picture in real time. Okay, so this is all about insights regarding the types of projects in SAP. If you have any questions, I have 5 minutes of time, so you can explain, you can ask, and I will rectify those things. Any questions?
Sir, Partha, this said.
Yeah.
Can we say this merger and acquisition project, it's similar to your rollout project?
No, see, it may be, because rollout means rollout is different. Okay, rollout means already you have done implementation. Okay, so already implementation is you are not merging with another company code, right? Why you are saying rollout? Okay, so you want to extend business. Okay, extend business means for the particular company code you want to extend. Okay, it's a same company. Okay, it's a same company, not another company. Merger means is your operations are different, and that another source company operations are different. Okay, and both should be merged, right? So company legal entities are different. Okay, entire operations are different. Business and business process may be different. Okay, that case, this mergers project should be considered, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
Sorry,
guys.
sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, we will be discussing about these tickets in detail in later classes, right? So
Yes. See, today just I'm giving overall idea regarding the projects, okay. But going forward, the same stuff will come again and again, okay. Because so I will tell you in the session, so in real time, what kind of errors will come in the system particularly. So at the time of doing configurations and posting the entries, that time also error will come. So that time I will give you the clear picture. So what kind of error this should be and how the user will raise the ticket and how you can resolve those tickets and what basis and what kind of. So you will see some practical scenarios. Right now I'm explaining theoretically, but I will show you my system in this my system to you. So that case you will come to know what we have to do. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, guys, this is my sincere request. This is a paid sessions. Okay, so almost most people paid. So I understand, but most of the people still not paid also. So I recommend everyone. So for the continuing the next classes, so you should be a paid member, and this is a subscription for a long time, lifetime also. So you can also continue with your journey with us more time. So that is the reason everyone should take this course paid, and we will help you out all time. So if you have any questions, so you can ask me in the class. I will give you Q&A session of the end of the session. Okay, then you can ask and you clear your doubts also. So thank you very much. And in the chat box, so the payment details and etc. has been mentioned by our admins. So you can have a glance on that and please clear the fee and join in the next classes. Thank you so much.
Chanu sir, one question I have. Chanu sir, in advance, I just want to know, means in next class, what we are going to discuss.
Okay, those things don't worry. I will tell you. Okay, you just follow me. Okay, just follow me. So you asked one question, right? That is the reason I cleared. But the next time, so we will tell you what kind of training process and etc. Right? So if you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.